Green wave. I mean, they played as good as they looked. You like those unis?
Love it, baby.
Yeah, those were sweet. His 34-21 game, North Texas got back in it, but Tulane jumped all over the mean green and then went on to win the American. And for their efforts, they not only got a conference championship in the American, but John Summerall and the Green Wave will go back to Ole Miss to take on the Rebels for the second time this year. And the head coach of Tulane, soon to be head coach at Florida, I guess already is, but it will be full-time head coach at Florida soon. John Summerall is with us. John, but let's focus on Tulane right now and the game against Ole Miss. What do you anticipate being different about playing the Rebels the second time as opposed to the regular season matchup?
Well, I anticipate we need to play better. We're going to get our butts kicked. We didn't play very good the first time. Ole Miss, a really talented football team. It was Trinidad Chambliss' second start when we played them. And I didn't see Tulane play that week, to be quite honest with you. It was our worst performance of the year. Some of that had to do with Ole Miss, but a lot of it was self-inflicted. We have to play a lot better football this go around.
Coach, in your title game, you guys were able to create 5 turnovers in that game and jumped all over North Texas. What can you take from that? Is it a confidence, whatever it is, to carry into this game? If your defense plays that way, you got a chance to beat anybody.
Well, takeaways are huge. You know, it's one of our keys to victory every week. It's actually our first one every week. And when we've been on the right side of the turnover margin all year, it's boded well for our success. When we've been on the wrong side of it, it's really cost us. Going +5 last week was a huge part of our success in the game against North Texas. They're a really good football team. We were able to create those takeaways in critical moments. One of them was a touchdown our defense had on a fumble recovery. Interception, not a fumble recovery, interception. But we've got to make sure we win the turnover margin in this game coming up.
Coach Booger here. Congratulations on the Florida job, first and foremost. Having played Ole Miss, I'm sure you went back already and watched that film and dissected that film, not giving away the game plan, but what's a couple of things you say, hey, guys, we have to do X when we play this team again?
Yeah, so I've got my iPad loaded up, getting ready to hop on a plane to go to Gainesville for a couple days. I'm going to watch that game and a couple other games on the way down, probably. The biggest thing I felt like on the perimeter, they out-physicaled us and kind of manhandled us at times. When that's on both sides of the ball, I thought their DBs were really suffocating in coverage against us. We had a couple of drops that were not characteristic of who we typically are. And then on the perimeter of their offense, we didn't win the 50-50 opportunities in our defensive backfield at times. So we've got to make sure we handle those situations on the perimeter a lot better.
Coach, Greg McElroy, man, great to see you. Congrats on everything that you guys have accomplished. Excited to see what you'll do here in the postseason. When I look at the freedom that your team will likely play with, and now you played free, I felt like, against North Texas. Guys, we've got nothing to lose. Let's just go shoot our shot and see what happens. That freedom, I feel like if it can carry over into the Ole Miss game, you could have some success with where you guys have grown offensively and defensively. So how do you anticipate kind of harnessing that freedom as if, hey, we got nothing to lose. Let's go tackle Goliath if we're David.
Yeah, we're playing with house money a little bit, right? And so for me, as much as anything, our 2 setbacks in the year, one of them was obviously the Ole Miss game in Game 4, and then UTSA on October the 30th. Both of those setbacks, I think our guys responded the right way, to maybe what wasn't good performances. And so for us, you only get one shot at this. Have no regrets. Let it all hang out. And enjoy the opportunity, take it all in, give everything you got, and play together, play as a team, have fun going through this experience. And there's nothing that we're going to do other than give our absolute best effort to this opportunity. And I look forward to watching our guys go compete, man.
John, we know that it's going to be a difficult and time-consuming couple of weeks leading into this, but look forward to seeing your game with Tulane against Ole Miss before heading off to be the Florida head coach and perhaps maybe even going on a longer run with Tulane. Congratulations. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I don't know if you guys caught, but I got my Angry Wave and my Ole Miss helmets right here behind me. One's on top, one's on bottom.
Would those be the lids you wear, the Angry Wave? Those are the ones we're going with in the playoff, you think?
Those are pretty clean. Those are pretty clean right there, bro.
I would say so. That's a good uni game.
Yeah,
that's
really
a low-key good uni game.
No
Tulane and Ole Miss. John, best of luck, man. Thanks a lot.
Thank you all. Roll Wave.
Annie, do you anticipate this one going any differently than round 1? I think the only thing that's different is that Ole Miss, maybe they want to cruise a little bit and stay healthy for the next round of the playoffs, so they take the foot off the gas. But I do not think Tulane is going to be very competitive in this game.
Once we get those first quarter, first half spreads, that's where you're going to want to be looking for most of these round one games who have really big spreads. How do you see it?
I see John Summerall freaking out on the sideline a lot, which is going to be must-see TV. That's always what I watch the Tulane games for. But no, I think here, listen, you're going to get a first taste if you're a Florida fan to really see what they look like in a big game type atmosphere. Things would have been learned from the first time they went to Oxford, but no, this is going to be a double-digit loss for Tulane.
He won Lacey, healthy dose of him running football.
Yeah, just make it easy. But how about Oxford? Congratulations on hosting a playoff game after the wild month that you just went through.
The Grove.
Grove. So, Chip, we spoke with Dan Lanning, and I think it was pretty telling that none of us asked him, how do you make sure your team does not overlook your first-round opponent in James Madison? Is there anything that you see with the Dukes that could potentially cause some trouble with the Ducks?
No, I think this is going to look pretty similar to what Oregon did to Liberty in the Fiesta Bowl a little while ago, where they took them very seriously and blew them out of the water early. I think this is an opportunity for them to be a tone setter, to celebrate with their fans and build a little bit of juice and a little bit of confidence as they try to prepare for what Dan Lanning hopes to be a deep march in the college football playoff, especially after the one-and-done showing from a year ago. No, this is a James Madison team that will not be able to block Oregon up front, in my opinion. That's going to make offense very, very difficult to come by. And so this is the one where, I do think that John Summerall and Tulane can take Ole Miss and at least make it a little dicey or uncomfortable. I do not think that James Madison is going to be able to go all the way out to Autzen Stadium and do anything other than get there, enjoy the scenery, hopefully it's not too cold and wet, and then be able to have all the free CFP swag and the little pins and the programs that you get on the way out. I think the Ducks can win this thing by 40.
I want to say something real quick about James Madison. I too think they're going to get blown out, but James Madison's defense, what they do is they keep everybody in front of them. They go into this game ranked 6th nationally in allowing explosive plays.
Top 5 rushing defense, top 10 scoring defense.
And I think this is where the lines of scrimmage, that's why I think you'll see Noah Whittington. I think you'll see a healthy dose of the run game. And you just methodically will be able to drive the ball down the field as long as you don't make big mistakes. That's the way you would keep this team in the game.
Let's just be bigger, stronger, faster than them. 21.5 is the spread in this one. What are the numbers telling you there?
Numbers are saying lay it. So we have Oregon with an 88% chance to win this game. Anything you're seeing 80 plus is going to be 17 to 20 points of victory. So when you're seeing an 88, I feel pretty confident there. But you guys mentioned it. That's a big spread if you're going to be playing on the ground. And if that's going to be the game plan versus JMU's defense, that might be a tough situation to be in. But again, it's these first quarter, first half spreads for me. Once those come out, it's the team totals. Because that fourth quarter, if you have guys resting, you just never want to lay a number that big.
What's the weather going to be like?
True. Yeah.
Is it wet season?
I think it always is.
Pacific Northwest. Yes is the answer. Chip, we're all wondering if Ohio State can go back-to-back, but can we have a back-to-back champion coming from this first round? What do you